Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Company of Heroes 2. We're casting a 2v2 match today on the best map ever. Wow, such choke point. Wow, very balanced.
Many buildings, such arty.
Also known as Troy's Point, or if you want to be some Frenchy, it's like Trois Points. I think he has to almost say it.
10 out of 10 French accent. Would recommend, dude.
Yeah.
Can you just translate at the embassy? Like that should be your next job.
I sort of make an effort just to sound somewhat German, but with French, I'm like, nah, mate. I'm not gonna call it Lungra. Well, I'm calling it Lungras.
That's fair enough. So currently, that's the good house on this map. There are many good garrisons on many maps.
I don't know, man. I like this one. This is a great house.
I'd garrison that most days of the week.
Get a tan, you know.
Yeah.
I wonder what
it's probably warm in there. There's a fire. Like that's, I don't know how safe it is, but you know.
As long as it's not raining, you'll be right.
Yeah, should be good. Players for today are Thanatos as our Wehrmacht and Theodosios as our OKW.
And the Allies, never heard of these guys. Gertwor as the Soviets and Bitch Boy as the US. I don't know why he's so self-deprecating. It's a little bit neurotic, don't you think? Maybe he lacks a father figure in his life, and I don't know. Do you think that's a bit too assumptuous?
Might be a little bit. Maybe it's just. Nah, I got nothing. Something only builds mortars. Or already has one. Big shot, big surprise.
I'm sorry. I might just go ahead and lower these sounds a little bit.
Yes.
I do like being able to hear myself think, and also hearing Blake.
Because we were actually playing Company of Heroes 2 the other day.
Yeah, we were playing it.
Which is odd and different for us.
We were raging so hard, man, because we played 4v4s and it was just obnoxious.
Our bi-decadely foray into Company of Heroes 2. Yeah, it was not a fun time. Too much spam, many cheese. Not a good time. But we won games as Axis, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, we lost every game as allies, and then every game as Axis we just won. Yeah, man. Anyway, let's not dwell on the past. Let's dwell on the rifleman evac or the lack thereof. Well, there's a retarget, but maybe it'll still survive. No,
yeah,
down there.
Take it down. Nice. Good job, Grins. Oh, the sneaky garrison take though. The side of Gertwor, he's actually managed to grab that one. And it's just everything's committing over this side of the map for our Axis. They're not even worrying about the island, and I don't know, like maybe the capture orders like changed. I thought like the left-hand side actually had priority on some of the good positions inside on the on that section.
Whoa, what is Vox doing?
I don't know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a bad evac. You shouldn't do that kind of evac.
He's now gonna run through some cons too. May lose another model.
Path through negative cover, but the cons weren't actually focusing. It's actually an evac for this one. I mean, probably not worth it. Gets another model down. That's about all you could probably hope for in that scenario.
Yeah, no points here at all. It has that church taken, so great start for the Allies.
Looking really good.
Despite that squad wipe though, so maybe that'll end up making a difference. Pretty early truck, so that's going to slow Theodosios down a little bit.
Hopefully it's the battle group. Your squads are getting quite low, particularly the Volsk, so the battle group makes the most sense to me in this scenario. It has the fuel for it though, so maybe not. So there you go. Has already locked in the Overwatch commander as well.
Yeah, that was a quick lock. So I wonder why. Maybe we'll see some Goliath. Actually, it's going to be a great map for Goliaths.
Yeah, it would be a good map for Goliaths.
I've seen players try to use Goliaths and every time they've failed, but I think the unit actually is fine. People just sort of don't use it right.
I think it's something you probably have to use a fair bit to get the hang of.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Okay, first Pyroflame has come out. That makes sense. Best garrison clearing. And that in conjunction with the mortar is doing a lot. Just means you can't stay in garrisons, which is the way to go. Oh, there's no quick tech nades in this game. We got so triggered by quick tech nades in the games that we were playing.
Even Brits too, in quick tech nades.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Lost so many like early game squads to the quick nade game, which is like bad of us because that's a strategy I've done before. Is like quick tech nades some white stuff.
It's a 1v1 thing. In 1v1, you should never quick tech nades, but in team games, quick taking nades can actually be pretty good because those garrison controls are just so important. Oh man.
Or the Pyroflamer goes down. That's kind of important. I mean, they're going to secure garrison control, so I suppose it's not too bad because it will allow the MG to take the garrison, and it's actually going to be quite hard to displace mortar versus mortar. That mortar's actually going to have to go back and crew, but we'll see how we go. So Allies in a great position because our Axis gave up the island. That's kind of bad because not only do you have that church, you've also got another garrison with like 6 windows down there, like right next to the church, like a little bit further down. That one has six windows, well, 5 windows facing out. I'm not sure if they can fire over that wall or not.
No, I doubt it.
Yeah.
It's pretty tall.
Yeah.
I love the wire that was here, but it was cleared out by these echelon.
It can be captured back.
Forces are securing our territory.
So building a med bunker, there's no tier 2, so this is a really big tier 1 from Thanatos. He's got 3 Grens, double pie because he lost one, and there's an MG and a mortar, so he wants to just try and get a lot of troops out on the field as early as he can, which makes sense because if you lose this muni in the fuel point there, that's going to be really hard to recover from.
Yeah. I'm guessing it, yeah, I was going to say it's going to be another pilot flame, but we just saw it is another pilot flame. It makes the most sense. It kind of needed that unit. Doesn't really have much option to rebuild it. It's not ideal, but it doesn't really have an option. Wow, this is such a good unit positioning because like the cons are still firing and like they can't close on the combat engineers without taking flamer damage, so it's...
Oh wow, it could be a wipe though.
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, I think it was a mine blew up and took out one of the stern pioneers, so the engineers do survive there. It's also the mech truck. So
Yeah.
the Panzer II is on its way, but already an AT gun. So I love this. They're Captain Bazooka 2.
We're well prepared in this scenario. It's actually really well played. Trying to keep the combat engineer around to merge with that second combat engineer squad doesn't end up panning out, but still was a good play.
The worst thing though is when the engineer with a flamer has 4 models and no health. He's like, I want to merge you, but
Yeah.
you're too low. Wow.
It's probably an issue that you can't like just tag out like one of the combat engineer models. It's just like you just give them a tag, throw them your rifle,
Yeah,
they grab
retreat
your
back to
rifle,
base.
and they just start firing. You start firing at them again. I'm a combat engineer now.
There are several times when losing a model is better than not losing a model.
Yeah.
Because then, especially if you're playing someone like OKW, where it can take you a long time to get medics, because it's a pretty big investment. So then, up until you have medics, that Stim Pioneer squad with 40% health is worthless. Panzer II on the way, but Stuart already being built. So this Stuart, if it comes before the Panzer II, then it's really hard for the P2 to get much work done. Unless they sort of play around some cloak Rocketons.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's probably the best way to play. Play around in cloak Rocketons or even garrison Rocketons. Can kind of work out like with the range, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a weird Panzer II because it's not like our Axis had any type of fuel advantage. They definitely did.
Yeah.
If anything, they definitely had. They almost definitely had a fuel deficit. If not because of like fuel point versus fuel point, but because like strat points give you fuel, and our allies had more strat points. So yeah.
Yeah, significantly, and we might even start seeing the fuel caches soon. Though at least the caches do cost more now, 250 manpower, so it's a bit harder to go for them early on. At least in a 2v2 compared to a 4v4.
It's gonna set up. Better's gonna set up.
Oh wow.
Gunner almost death looped.
Well, might have been better going for the Stuka, but too late now. Raken's been revealed, so Stuart has to avoid that.
Ready for action.
Stuart hasn't been revealed yet, so the Panzer II gets completed rather than cancelled.
I think the MG got decrewed there by the mortar as the 0 health rifleman ran through the arc.
Really?
So it was a pretty lucky retreat.
It's in negative cover. It's been sitting there the whole time.
Yeah,
in negative cover.
It is cloaked, but it was revealed, so he definitely should move this one back. There we go. He retreats that one, and that's unfortunate now because Stuart shows up. Panzer II goes down south at least, so he will find some free damage. Will force away this conscript squad.
Yeah, I guess this is a good play that Stuart gets revealed. Panzer II avoids it. And it's not like you can just dive after the Panzer II because there's such a high chance of shoe mines on the path towards the Panzer II. So this is actually a really good play by Theodosios. You can make these units work, even if they're not the ideal units in the scenario. You can definitely make them work, and this is the ideal way for that to happen. Theodosios pushing these garrisons.
Now, these things confuse me. I think what you have to do is you have to reveal it with a sweeper and then attack it with an explosive unit.
Right, okay.
Because I know that's the case with the booby traps, the ones that Obers get, and I think Jaegers get them as well. You can't actually sweep them.
Okay.
You can't, like, clear them with a sweeper.
I guess
It's really weird.
Yeah. Which is a weird thing. I
Yeah,
guess,
it's strange.
Very
And they're free and
inconsistent.
they're instant, so that whenever you cap a point, they're there. So I think you should have to actually build them. I think that was the case in Coh2 with the Ket and Pratt. If you One of those doctrines you got the ability to put booby traps. Yeah, that's right, booby traps. But that took you a while to build. I guess booby traps and these things aren't really a good comparison because they're just vision. Either way, Panzer II hasn't exactly done much.
Yeah, essentially at this point, Gertwor is just playing the Garrison Duke game where you jump in and out of the church. Theodosios is trying to counter that by actually bringing units up. He's rotated completely down to the south of the map. He's trying to displace this position. Has a couple of squads flanking around. There's PPSH cons, which are just going to wreck the Strompions, and he gets the garrison as well, I think. If he's smart, he should get the garrison.
Look at the Commander too. He has the Isle too, and he has a lot of munitions. Well, he's going to at least, given the the fact that that's after upgrading his PPSHs. And the Bitch Boy as well, having a lot of munitions, so he could go for 2 out of 3 of these commanders are very munis heavy. So
PPSH cons are so good in the city, in the city section of the map.
yeah, that's a really good choice. And he's gonna howitzer us. This is a really good commander for it.
Look at the munitions investment, because it's been double munitions held for our allies for a considerable part of this game. So it's like 4 PPSH cons with like a combat engineer flaming as well. Huge munitions investment. And we've already seen mines blow up. So
Yeah.
the mines have been out on the field.
I don't know if there was a wipe just then. Oh, here we go, weapon racks.
Okay, it's gonna change things up a bit.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, the PPSH con flank.
He has Molotovs as well.
Yeah. I can neither confirm nor deny if I lost 3 squads to a PPSH con flank
Oh.
yesterday, so...
Look, I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement regarding that conscript PPSH flank, so I have no comment on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Even more... Looks like a tier building going down here from Gertwor, probably the tier 3, I'm guessing. We really haven't seen anything else from him at this point. It's probably tier 2, tier 3. All good?
I'm trying to bring up... there's a thing where you can look at squad wipes, but whatever.
Is it like a tabby thing or something like that? Or?
There's some hotkey for it, but... Oh, there's like a help button. Here we go. Control tilde, I think, didn't it? Control tilde. Why isn't that working?
I don't know.
Whatever, doesn't matter.
Hey, you also have to select player or something. I don't know. I guess you've always got one selected. It's not working. Control.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Oh, that's cool. Anyway, T-34 on the way. So that's pretty nice. That's a very fast T-34.
It was a tier 4 actually, yeah. Tier 4. Diesel building. I was wondering where all the fuel was going. I see I hadn't gotten anything from tier 3 yet.
We're gonna need a lot more Raketans now.
Yeah, absolutely. Panzer II, who's gonna...
Oh wow, what's this?
Effectiveness.
Is that Majorati?
I think it must be Majorati.
Yeah, that's Majorati. Good dodge though.
You don't really have to dodge Majorati, but...
Well, it's not bad now.
Yeah, no, it is better. It's definitely been improved.
it's-
The delay is still quite big though.
It is sort of sad because I missed the meme. The meme of the Majorati being trashed was funny.
Yeah, it was almost always better doing the fake Majorati.
Yeah.
Because you see, not because you're dodging because Majorati, because Majorati's useless.
Okay, this is actually pretty bad for T-34. We'll
We'll
get
get
caught.
Faust here.
Yeah,
Another
Faust and a
Raketten shot.
Raketten,
One
but
more.
the P4 is a lot faster because the P2 because it's on the road now.
Yeah, here's the
and-
reface. How will the T-34 duke this?
Yeah,
He's going to start the duke.
will he wipe the Raketten? No, he missed the shot there.
retreats.
Wow. Okay.
That's interesting.
Is that a munitions too? So we can't chain Faust this. I guess he didn't want to get one shot there.
But like,
Oh,
still.
Yeah, I would have tried. I mean, because he could have just recruited with multiple Volk squads, so it would have been worth it.
You can always go for like the 2-model retreat after a shot.
Yeah, and even if he tried to like bait the rear armor with the Panzer II,
I think that would have been worth it just to trade it for the T-34. I would have
Yeah.
even... I think it's worth the risk of losing the Raketten for the possible bonus of killing the T-34 because you're so far behind at this point, you kind of got to take those trades.
And also you look at the positioning of the Raketten with an MG. No way that Raketten's getting stolen.
No way, no chance.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. We played it safe. T-34 survives, as does everything else there for Theodosios. But here comes a big blob of infantry, and it's Stuart.
And now barred up rifleman as well, and airborne, which would have been locked in by Bitch Boy. Go for that, pulls off the Pigrins instantly.
He's
Too much
actually,
infantry to deal with.
this is a Maxim.
The Bard's not focusing down the MG. It's a pretty big misplay on the side of Bitch Boy. He doesn't want to take the engagement, but like he has to focus that MG down, otherwise he's going to be in some pretty serious trouble.
Wow, this is negative cover here, which is quite punishing. Actually uses a smoke there. What's that from? It must be from his mortar?
It's not a pack owie. It must be from the mortar.
Yeah, that's from the mortar. There it is. Okay, well, he's in a good position now. He's going to have his Maxim there. More PPH cons moving up. But the Panzer II is here, so that can start opening up on these infantry squads.
It's definitely going to. PSH cons ooh-ahring in and ooh-ahring out, but they will probably be able to force off the Raketten before they die here. PSH is up nice and close and personal. There's the retreat from the Raketten again. This Raketten's done mostly retreating this game. It's probably had more retreats than it's had successful shots against tanks.
The French Raketten.
Did it go down?
Yeah, I don't know where that was from. Well, he can recruit that one. That's fine.
It's just still weird. Like, I don't know why that... I don't think the Maxim was in range. Maybe it was.
Whoa, this is very deep. Whoa. This is... don't do that, man. Oh, that being said, it opens in front of the pack arc, but... It could be a wipe here.
It could be double wipes. Probably is going to be double wipes with the T-34 moving. Should be focusing the one-man squad first. It's like... Instead of trying to get 2 squad wipes, you should definitely just get 1 squad wipe. Yeah,
I also liked how he microed that because he turned it so he got the frontal MGs. Yeah, that's way too deep with those grins. I mean, I don't know what he's looking for here.
Well, even too fast wouldn't have killed that Stuart, so that doesn't make much sense.
There was a pack, but it was way past the pack arc behind that building.
Yeah, so like maybe they like double fast retreat and bait the Stuart in, but the Stuart was never going to chase that. Like.
With damage engine. From the
Yeah,
fast.
like really, like yeah, it just doesn't. That doesn't make much sense to me at all. It's just,
Okay.
I don't think we can I don't think we can make sense of it.
We do have a Jackson on the way.
I'll deal with it.
And actually locking in the airborne company. So this command is a lot stronger now because the Jackson is just really good. So you don't need to have the AT call-ins like the the Pershing or the M10s, or you don't need to try and that's a teller. We'll try and play around Calipes and such. Oh no! Oh, come on!
The Sixth Sense Stuart.
Oh, that's so upsetting.
I know.
That's what he wants, because if the Jacksons, it won't kill the Jackson. Yeah, there it is.
There we go. Nice. Good stuff.
Well, the HMG actually soft retreats. Goes to this building, I think.
Place a couple more Stuart shots on the way out as well.
Yeah, I should probably just retreat this one here. There's nothing else nearby. Yeah, there we go.
I don't know whether he thought the soft retreat was the best way of baiting the Stuart or something. Or...
Yeah, maybe. Anyway.
I think if he hard retreated, the Stuart would have just left it. Been like, I can't catch that. So.
But as I was saying, because the Jackson's now a really good anti-tank, you can focus more on the strong anti-infantry abilities, and the LMG paratroopers are really good on this map. Of course, with the Thompson paratroopers instead. Either way, both of those kits are really strong. And then this strafe's pretty good too, the P-47.
Yeah. I think that kind of shows how bad the Raketten is, because Gertwor just like drove in the T-34 to try and one-shot the Raketten.
Yeah.
He thought that was a viable strategy. I'm going to take my NAT again, let's shoot back at it. Like that was a smart move.
Okay, well another Raketten here, and there's going to be a Faust coming through. So this P2's been baiting for days, but that recruiting that is, I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's so bad.
No way was the Raketten going to survive that.
Such a bad unit.
Kind of misplayed his machine gun there.
This is going to kill it, 100%.
The coax didn't fire on it, no.
100%.
If you actually reversed the coax MG or the Hull, whatever it's called, the Hull MG, I think, would have started firing. So that was a lucky break there, but well, it wasn't really a lucky break. It was a misplay from Gertwor. Yeah. That he didn't get the wipe with the MG.
It's cool Panzer II play.
Yeah, he's got a lot of damage here firing over this wall.
Yeah. I wish my ISU had as few troubles with elevation of walls as this Panzer II does. So.
What was that about elevation?
God, don't even look at this, man. I think I've tried. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure I've tried to use an ISU on this map before, and even this other section up here, to the left, even this was bad. I'm pretty sure. Further back it was bad. There was elevation and stuff. Even roads, indented roads are bad for the ISU.
Oh, that's going uphill.
Anything like that is bad.
That's
so
uphill, I think.
Not a good time.
Yeah, it doesn't look a good map for the ISU though.
No.
Because the VP's in the middle.
It's really
you
bad,
can't really cover the VP.
I don't know why, but I just remember going on ISU once on this map out of the dozens of times that I played it. But yeah, I don't know why I would. It's such a bad map for it. It's alright.
Well, Theodosios has a lot of squads. I don't think he's lost anything, which is good. And these Raketans have been preventing the T-34s from doing too much. And he's actually going for an P4 of his own.
Not bad, not bad. Pretty good against these T-34 76s.
I wonder what Commander will see, because that strafe would be pretty good. Because PPH con blob strafing those would be quite nice. I mean, what else does he have? I mean, JU-87 is always good. Elephant's probably not very good on this map.
No, not really.
Oh, that was a wipe, wasn't it?
Yeah, Bazooka on the ground, so the captain, I think, yeah. Oh, Strumpani Bazooka, yes please.
Yeah, that's really good.
Check that every day of the week.
Because you wouldn't want it on the Volks, because then you can't get the STGs.
Good retreat.
Well, I actually went the LMGs, that's a surprise. I suppose that this is pretty open territory. If that's where he's going to be fighting, then that makes sense.
I think that, like, given there are bars and PPSHs on the field, you need some long range as well, so. Everyone, like, you always need a squad that can just sit behind.
Not worth. But I guess he didn't know he was there. Okay, that was you missed that one. Yeah, and he has to retreat his Raketan. I guess he may have actually forced the engineers off. That's going to delay the repairs, but oh no, late retreat with the Raketan. That's throwing down the IL-2. So, well, oh, the P4 showed up. That's why he retreated his cons. There's actually, oh wow, the T-34. That's why he went in for it, because now this T-34 is going to be taken out here. P4 can take that one down easily. There's like Katusha barrage
well, yeah.
and the IL-2. The HMG should probably get out of that church. But another T-34.
People might actually lose.
They're both low. He's focused this one.
It takes 2 more shots.
Yeah, that one's one shot away from dying here. And it shouldn't give away his rear armor either. Where's the other Panzer IV? That one's zoned off by the Jackson. Main gun destroyed from the P-47. But down goes the Panzer IV. You can actually take these out with a Panzerfaust, so you'll get one of these for his troubles.
Yeah, as long as this doesn't get pinned in the next 5 seconds, yeah, it looks like it's going to happen. So.
Oh, did that survive? No,
it didn't. That goes down. So, yeah, it ends up falling, but the second P-34 survives. P4 Micro leaves something to be desired there.
Yeah, he should have just focused the other one. Because it's OKW people, so, you know, those are expensive. Having blown the P-47 though, but yeah, that was a good use, because he killed that P4 with it, otherwise he was going to lose both T-34s.
That was a worth. That was a worth.
I don't think the IL-2 did much though. But,
no, did the MG end up surviving as well?
Yeah, he retreated, but there's so much munitions still that he can throw out at least 2 more of those. Wow, Stim Pioneers.
They'll lose this. They have a bazooka and I don't have a sweeper out, I don't think.
I'm surprised they did retreat.
They would have lost. 2 strong pioneers against 3 PPSH
yeah,
guns.
But they were pretty low.
Nah, no way, man.
Yeah. Whatever, doesn't matter. Panzer II.
Like, PPSH cons in close range, you have to think about it. Like, they're
but Stim Pioneers in close range.
Yeah.
It's like they're both really good at in close.
Yeah.
I was looking at the health.
I guess, yeah, that's fair enough. Now we have no option but to exactly recreate this game to the second, so we can recreate this engagement and then lab it 10 times in a row to make sure.
I know StarCraft 2 has a cool feature where you can load a replay and then you can play from the replay. So you can play from those moments, which is really neat. Let's see if this Raketan gets captured. Yeah, nice. Takes that one. Oh, isn't it so nice when you take a weapon and it's facing where you want it to face?
And that's a very implementable feature because of how replays work. It's essentially just telling the game what to do. So.
Yeah, it's a bunch of commands. Yeah. It's a simulation, is what a replay is.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why things like the trees look different. Oh no, he blocked himself on the Raketan. Let's see if the P2 gets out of here.
Oh no, too far back.
Yeah.
See, that reverse move for the Jackson was fine, but it was too far. Like, he should have just reverse moved to max sight range and taken the last shot. Like, that's a pretty standard micro tactic, but just misplayed it.
It was a Stern Pioneer squad, so there wasn't a Faust. That was the only threat. It was a Volk squad there in front of that Raketan.
Admittedly, you don't want to lose the Jackson. I get it, but would have been worth taking that Panzer II. Panzer II's infuriating.
The P4 gets the AT. Can't quite finish it off though, because he'll take double nade here if he stays around. He's probably gonna take it anyway.
He gets smoked as well. It's really smart. The mortar smoke actually comes down because that means he can't actually attack the gun itself. Can you get scanner that hits the gun if you attack ground here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess he could have done that, but.
Well, I mean, an attack ground is scatter. There's nothing but scatter.
Right.
When you attack ground.
Yeah. What I mean is, like, you can still hit the gun. Like, it doesn't like have a
Yeah, but if you attack ground, you're scattering into the gun. You're
Right,
not
yeah,
hitting the
yeah,
gun,
yeah, I
as
get it,
in
yeah.
hit versus miss.
Yeah.
Whereas when you click on the AT gun, there is a roll to hit, and then if you miss, then there's also a roll to scatter. So that you're more likely to hit it if you attack,
Yeah.
rather than attack ground.
Attack ground. Yeah.
Which is why I always get mad. Well, I used to always get mad when people. Well, I used to complain about as a tactician, and I still do. And people are like, oh, just attack ground, man, just attack ground. Yeah, but you're more likely to miss that way.
Yeah.
And let alone the fact that that time that takes you to attack ground is like a second or so.
Something blitzkrieg as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Blitzkrieg isn't as bad as it used to be because it used to be on full speed on Tigers and Panthers.
Yeah.
Now I think it's only full speed on P4s, and even then it used to be even stronger than what it is. But it's still insane.
Kens are such a bad unit.
And yeah, I mean, no, he lost the Volk squad.
Yeah.
The thing about the Blitzkrieg 2 is oh no! Oh, these Rakens just keep getting one shot. Feels bad, man.
Hey, Rakens.
I blew it up too. Yeah.
Did you include pack replaces Raketten in your mod? That like
the mini mod?
Yeah,
I did.
Okay. Glad you did that.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, the Blitzkrieg thing. They ended up then giving Blitzkrieg to Brits as well, the war speed. So that really annoyed me.
Fixed combat blitz as well. So.
Oh yeah, of course OKW. Yeah, but so everyone else gets Blitzkrieg, which is this horrible ability. Oops, I got outplayed.
Combat blitz was even worse. It was like 50% like.
Yeah, it's a huge bonus attack
Huge
speed
bonus to, like,
and received accuracy.
Received accuracy, like yeah.
Yeah, those abilities annoy me. Anyway.
Which was dumb. Like if it's speed, I get it, but like when you actually saw the stats, I'm like, no, that can't be right.
Yeah,
surely not.
Because even when you're stationary, it still gives you received accuracy bonus, so things are more likely to
Someone
miss.
was like SUD5's like, haha, I got him, it just misses off to the side. So
anyway,
disappointing.
let's be positive, Blake. Let's be optimistic.
So it's our fault for actually playing Company for us.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, we were enjoying cast. Now that we've played, now we're salty again.
So we don't have that personal connection to the game.
Yeah.
That when we're shoutcasting, it's like, and that's what we say about shoutcasting. It's like we always win. The good thing about shoutcasting is like when you play, you either win or you lose. But when you're shoutcasting, you win all the time because you get to shoutcast a game, which is cool.
Unless it's maxim spam, then you lose as a shoutcaster.
Then you lose. Yeah, if you're casting maxim spam 6 games in a row, you're the loser. Unfortunately.
Or to be more precise, 12 weeks of BSL in a row.
Yeah, good fun.
I miss those days, man.
I miss those days as well. I miss 5 AECs.
Yeah.
That's what I miss. Well, lots of cool things I miss.
T34. That's the third one now, I believe.
Yes.
There's
It's
a decent number of
They haven't been lost. None of them have. Well, one's gone now.
Okay. The Jackson. I don't think he'd win this heads on despite the veteran seats because the rate of fire, I believe, is higher there on the Jackson. But they even reduced it on the Jackson, so maybe it isn't. I don't know how this works anymore, this interaction.
I'm guessing the Yakpanzer wins that.
You would hope so.
They should do. I mean, it's like.
Oh, whoa.
Yakpanzer was like dedicated AT-AT, like whereas the Jackson is just generalized like AT, mediums and stuff. Yeah. Stuff like the Jagdpanzer and the Stug, which have like donut turrets, like should wreck. Stuff like the Jackson.
Well, no commander yet for Thanatos. I think he just eventually goes Tiger. Like if he has the fuel, he just picks the Tiger commander when he has the fuel. Yeah, like right now, he doesn't have enough fuel for either. He went for an Osfin, which is quite nice. The Osfins are actually quite cheap now, 90 fuel.
He doesn't need G43s because he already has 3 squads with LMGs on it, so there's no real benefit to going lightning more. I think you just got assault support here. I think assault support's just better because it has frag and strafing run. Whereas lightning wouldn't, so.
Frag would take out a howitzer, but
yeah,
so would the the bombing strike.
But then you're going to get a Tiger, so I mean like.
Well, I mean, if he goes frag bomb, he can also get a Tiger because he doesn't want an elephant. That's no good to him.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But then you get recon, and I mean, this commando, it's sort of weird because it's a what is it called? The Overwatch gives you all this vision, but you don't get recon, which is like what you want. But these things won't help you spot a howitzer.
Yeah.
Which is really what you want to do.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they can always just build Goliaths and just run Goliaths at people. Yeah.
All these craters, the Goliaths can probably just stealth here and then just one-shot a squad. Because they changed demos, but they wouldn't have changed the Goliath.
No, probably not. No. So the Goliath probably does the same stuff. Wouldn't surprise me.
And it makes sense because you know it's a lot harder to use Goliath because it got revealed even before, whereas a demo wouldn't be revealed, and of course you know it's like 125 I think munitions, not 90 the old one used to be.
Towards our VPs, 444 for our allies compared to the 231. Oh, sorry, 443 for our Axis compared to the 231 of our allies. Despite our allies like supposedly having map control, they just haven't had that middle VP the entire game, so that's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, that P4 is in a pretty antsy spot. You don't want to keep tanks where you can't back out.
Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice.
Well, looks like we see some squad wipes at the south here.
Probably that caddy wiping something, that makes sense.
Well, there was a Soviet wipe I heard on the announcer.
Oh,
Maximilian
right, the
go down
announcer
too.
said,
Oh,
yeah.
there goes a T-34 staying in the arc of that Jagdpanzer for just a little bit too long.
I think it's some
P2
squad
has
wipe.
done so much work. But, or maybe that's going to be the end of him.
Yeah, this should be it. 2 more shots. They're both going to connect.
Yeah, if they're both hit, he's dead. Back away, Jagdpanzer, back away.
Oh
Oh,
no! That's
Went-
not
It
a
wasn't
tank.
prioritized, so he went for the Maxim. Well, the Raketen's probably going to be dead now. Yeah, he retreats that one. Jagdpanzer now moving in.
Probably just charges Jagdpanzer. That's the way to go. Prioritized vehicle should go on now.
It's still
Oh,
not
screws the
on.
micro up.
Yeah, he's still aiming for the Raketen. Oh,
that
is
was
he going to
awful.
lose this one now?
Probably, yeah. That's
blocked
gone. That's
off.
gone. It's gone.
He has good vision there with the Jagdpanzer. That's one of the great things about the Jagdpanzer is that it does have really good sight range. I missed that one.
Later check round.
So it can chase things very well because it has that. Look at that. That's normal. There's a default Jagdpanzer.
Probably could have traded like even 1-for-1 with the T-34s there for one for the Jagdpanzer.
Oh, the P4 went down.
Probably a good thing to do. Yeah, good. The crew's out, dude. It's just repairing, so it's fine.
What is nuts though is look at this vision. It's from the forward receivers.
Right,
It
okay.
sees a
yeah.
lot. Well, not
Oh,
here,
did it
but
give you
it's-
more benefit for the forward
free
bases?
flak
The free,
cannon,
free fuck off flak cannon that now has like full vision. So yeah, feels good. Because like that's not the actual arc of the free fuck off flak cannon. Like that's just that's the supposed arc.
I'm just disappointed this commander doesn't flak headquarters range doubled. That's what I want.
Now gains both a suppressing fire.
Oh
abilities.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
Gets
that'd be-
veterans. Gets yeah.
Yeah. Can vet
Ah,
up.
dude, if only the Panzer headquarters could get veterancy, how sick would that
That
be?
would be sick. I would love it. Right, I'm still waiting on my engineers getting veterancy for repairing
Yeah,
tanks.
that'd
Like
be
that's
nice.
what I'm after.
I think you could technically abuse that though if you damage your own tanks and then just repair them.
Yeah.
Clearing mines you couldn't abuse, so that would make sense to you, is get veterancy. Okay, what's this? This is the P-47. Oh no, it's the IL-2. So many planes. Did you use Sector? The one like a major recon or something? Man, there was 4 planes on the map. 2 of them were American, 2 of them were Soviet.
I thought it looked like the same planes as P-47 IL-2, but I don't know, maybe not. There's no vision. Like, use them effectively. Like, use them in fights where you know you're gonna have vision. You know they're gonna get work done.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they did something down here.
Yeah.
Because he had 4 Volks at one stage, so he's lost actually a couple of squads now.
Double pyrofoam out. Nasty for small weapons.
So is that in the Major Arty? Yeah, that's Major Arty.
Looks that way.
Still no howitzer here.
No, nothing yet.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, fantastic. Good. Nice. Good stuff from Gertwor. That'll cover the majority of the map, so should cover all this area at least, so that's going to really contribute. Smart one is going to be covering those 2. We're covering one of the VPs. Kind of have one free VP on this map. So.
By the way, Vet Free Pack, it's crazy, man.
Nasty.
Their reload speed is
Yeah, he's nuts, yeah. That 3's crazy.
penetration too. Alright, this is a pretty good angle here for the Jagdpanzer. Let's see if we can chase this one down.
Yeah, this looks pretty good. I mean, a couple more shots.
He may take a nade for his troubles, but... Well, it may take 4 nades for his trouble, but that's okay. It's worth. There's no follow-up.
Good play.
So
But it looks so weird because the tiny rotation on the turret wasn't actually properly rotated, so the shot was like, just kind of bananaed off the T-34. Yeah, glad it took it out. That was a very nice Panzer micro. Pretty good so far from And Theodosios is a hard unit to micro, and he's actually been playing fairly aggressively with it, so the fact that it's still alive speaks volumes. It's good.
The Viking has lowered the enemy down to 200 points.
Cool.
200 points now for our allies. They're in a great position.
Oh!
Oh, nah. Ouch.
Jackson takes it down. He's actually taking some damage here from this 50 cal, and even the
Yeah, this is a vet 3 pack. Should not be in this position. This is very bad.
He's gonna
This
lose
is
it.
very
No.
bad play by Thanatos.
No.
You should not be losing vet 3 packs. That's a very important unit.
We are losing a sector.
It's extremely unnecessary.
That was all of his AT as well, because he's got a Brumbar, so no other tanks in the field.
This is the opportunity for our allies to retake the victory points and actually start the bleed against Axis, with the aid of the howitzer as well.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Well, I hope he doesn't destroy the pack. He's got over the MG.
Oh, it's a vet 2 AT going to be.
Run rifleman.
Vet 4 Panzer 2.
Ah, the cloaked young panzer. Love it. Almost forgotten about that.
Jeez, a vet 3 Jackson though. Oh my god. Yeah, you
That's
guess
the
the
thing. It's
pack.
not only a vet 3 Jackson, it's a vet 3 buff Jackson. So,
Yeah, it's nuts, man.
on top of the penetration
Got
buffs,
penetration for days. Check
like,
out
out
these
these
sick
sick
plays.
plays.
One of my ways of bringing back the Jackson craze.
Population cap wise, looking pretty good for our allies. They're essentially maxed out at this stage. Bitch Boy having a lot of fuel banked as well. Doesn't really want to throw away like the Jackson though. It's not like he has a medium tank he can throw in against something. She's like, I have a vet 3 Jackson, don't want to lose that. Which is fine. I think it's fine to float fuel, especially on a commander where you don't have good call-ins. Like, it doesn't really need anything at the moment. Fuel-based call-ins.
Yeah, what they do need is to make sure they can hold this middle VP.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the howitzer's going to help. It should be contributing more, and even this T-34 should be set up kind of on the riverbank.
Oh, that's a caddy barrage.
Yeah,
though.
caddy barrage,
That
nasty.
it just seems pretty unbalanced actually. The left side can go to the VP along here,
Yeah.
but the right side cannot. Like that should be connected.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Because as you saw there, the Obers were going to be able to fire at the VP. With the right side, I guess they could probably do the same, but not as easily.
Yeah. It's also much longer pathing for the left side to get through on the far side. If you look on the other bank, like... I think that's not supposed to be our right side's main entrance. I think the right side's main entrance is this side, like...
The bottom.
This side, yeah, up here. Because that's closer towards their base. So you would think that would be like, they're pathing that way and the allies are passing, so the Axis is pathing the other way.
I think the map also got changed as well in the latest patch, but I can't remember what changed it. And I didn't play enough to notice. Well, there's a Panther on the field now. The Jackson was pretty low, so it's being repaired. Main gun still destroyed. There is a Sherman here, but it's no match for this Panther.
If anything, the Sherman, yeah, you shouldn't go in here because it's just going to bait the Panther
Yeah.
into diving. The Panther's going to dive anyway, but...
Well, at least if he kills the Jackson, the Vet 3 crew is still there. The M1 going to try and set up here. The Pioneers managed to avoid...
They have to stop the repairs. Oh, no, maybe not.
One of them gets suppressed. He actually uses a smoke there.
smoke.
That was from the howitzer carrier, so it was the instant smoke, so that was clever. Yeah, gets the Jackson away, so good recovery. Gets the main gun back.
Good play, the Panther not 100% committing there from Thanatos. Very important unit. They're now on 65 fuel. End up locking in Lightning Wall. That's very interesting.
Yeah, he just wants to strafe.
Yeah, and it could, like, tactical movement's good as well, considering the amount of Grenadier. He still has three Grenadier squads alive, so that's nice, I guess. So, yeah. I'd still say that the second best choice in this scenario.
Oh, whoa.
But, you know, do what makes you comfortable.
Oh no, don't lose the 5 volts. Oh no.
No 5 volts.
Man, I love the fact that the KV1 is now in more commanders. It's such a cool unit. So it was a shame it was only on that one commander, the counterattack.
I should just a base unit. I think
Yeah.
we said this before, like having the KV1 as a base unit would be great.
Yeah, I agree. As long as it isn't too strong.
Yeah, yeah.
I had it as a base unit in my mod. Because it's certainly what Soviets lack is they don't have. Oh wow, I think there was a wreck in front of the airborne. Oh, because it would have been alright.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they don't have a heavy tank. They've got the SU-85, which is sort of flimsy because it's turretless, and then you've got the T-34, so...
Which is a little bit too medium in front line. So.
Yeah, it's not really good. I mean, having T-34-85s on the base, I think would be pretty OP, because the T-34s are really... They're a lot better than the KV-1s.
Yeah, no, I think that should definitely be doctrine specific.
Because the KV-1, the penetration is not very useful. It's more just a big, durable tank. Where T-34-85s are durable because they have a lot of health and armor, and they're also really good in tank battles. So you just sort of spam them. You don't need to really mix other units alongside them.
Look like those Soviet tanks were playing World of Tanks. Like they're just like, yeah, having fun as like a KV-1 and the T-34, and their King Tiger shows up. They're like, oh no,
Yeah.
run away. It's better than playing as like a tractor with a machine
Oh,
gun.
the leech tractor. Yeah. Oh, there goes the Jackson. The Vet 3-1. Didn't help. Had that the pack, the cloaked Jagdpanzer. Now that's going to be the P-47. That's pretty nasty here. Let's see what it goes
How
for.
deep our ally's going to go here? It looks like pretty deep.
Now he's using the anti-M mode. You have to actually activate that now, so at least he is using it.
Because the first pass actually goes down to Panther, but there's no follow-up. I mean, the Jackson's dead. Remember that. So essentially, our Axis can just chill. They're not really in danger of anything. Finally, our allies push across.
The new Jackson there, but it's only Vet 0.
Pack veterancy has at least been reset, so that's a positive.
He is taking damage from the strafe. Mech's a little bit far backwards here, so we can't exactly use that for repairs, or not very easily.
There can always be a nice middle ground on most maps where you can put the mech where it's safe, like relatively safe, but also in a good repairing position.
He almost killed that Brumba. The Brumba then gets the plane and gets Vet 2 from it. What does that do? Armor reload.
Enemies attacking one of our forward buildings.
Rotation speed, maximum speed, excel, decel.
So that's the IL-2, is it? No, is that still the P-47? Yeah, it is.
Might be the P-47, I think.
It was definitely a US plane. It's not the King Tiger. It lasts a long time.
Ouch.
It's sort of hard to time out those planes.
Scott's
Okay.
definitely contributing.
Is he on hold fire mode there?
Scott dies. Oh, no, no vision yet. Okay,
doesn't
very
quite see
close, but not quite.
Can you even hold fire? Yeah, you can.
Alright, it's about to get vision on the Scott. Pretty sure I'll only two-shot it. Oh, damn. Then he drove forward.
I don't think it's ambush bonus. Did it even lose that? Oh yeah, it fit 5, so it would definitely be like that. 3 shots to kill it.
Okay, yeah.
But these double tanks just parked on the VP. They can't cap that until they force those out.
No, I mean, the King Tiger will eventually
Oh
force them
no!
off, but
Jagdpanzer is maybe too deep. That Jackson actually has its sight blocked there by that hedgerow, so that may save this Jagdpanzer. Then again, here comes the other Jackson. He's heavily outnumbered now.
and the Scott takes a shot. It just wants that veterancy 5.
Yeah, he wants to snipe that.
Those I think those trades always go in favor of the tank that like has the better veterancy as well. Like it's worth doing that. That's like a good trade for the Jagdpanzer 4 because it now it's close to vet 5.
So the problem with this map is the Jagdpanzer can't engage these tanks because if they do
Their
that,
garrison.
yeah, well, they drive into these which are already set up, but then also just the Jacksons wrap around.
Yeah.
So maybe the Jagdpanzer's gonna have to go all the way down south, but there's already squads and demos.
Yeah.
And maybe you can actually attack through here though. That might be a good idea if you can do that. Probably can.
I reckon those hedges might shot block those.
Yeah.
It's probably a pretty thin angle you can play with.
Crush him with the KT. I also love how he has the mortar behind the door, and that gives him a little bit of extra resistance there from the rockets.
Really good positioning. You can often find cover in
Yeah,
those
look at
kind of
that.
areas as well. Like those Coh2 shots would have wiped the mortar, but because they hit the garrison, they didn't. Always the best shot to set a mortar up. Mortar's unlimited by being really close to garrisons. Obviously IRL that'd be a problem, but not with these mortars. They just fire straight up and the projectiles go for miles. Physics are not a thing. Unless we're talking about ISUs and elevation, in which case,
Still haven't seen the JU-87. That's still an option there. Okay, the Jacksons are coming through now. There's actually a pack, however, in position.
Jackson's going to take another shot at the
Oh,
Brumbo.
wow.
The Brumbo would have gone down if the third Jackson didn't peel off.
Rumbar got hit there by a howitzer shell. There it goes. The Jacksons do the killing blow here. Panther's going far
Panther's dead.
forward.
That's all kinds of dead.
There was a smoke. I think it's actually blocked off the Pax arc. Main gun destroyed here. These Jacksons are doing so much damage. There goes the Su-85 from the side. The P4 wants to join the fight here, but he's into the firing arc of 3 of these Soviet tanks.
You can't even target that Su-85 as you try. That's next level frontline.
Oh,
The K1
wow.
is physically blocking the shots from hitting the Su-85.
Okay, King Tiger's in the arc as well, but this Su-85 has an absolute field day. We do see now the IL-2's been thrown down, as is the Ju-87, the AT strafe.
Allies did not think it was going to go this well. It has gone this well. It's going excellently.
One of them got shot down
Yeah,
there.
the Auschwitz insta-shot it down. Auschwitz is still ridiculous.
Yeah, where's
How many shots, how many shot chances they have to take out the plane? Planes get 1 shot. Oh no, did they change it to have health?
No, they didn't.
They haven't. Still haven't
They were
got
going
that,
to, but it was
so-
downvoted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the 44 noobs didn't like consistency when it comes to anti-air, apparently. That was the full balance preview.
Good on you.
Good on you, 44 noobs.
Thanks for all the
The
noobs.
ones that voted out the all the changes.
It's better the same ones that span friggin' MGs and garrisons against us.
Oh.
Yeah. There's no downvote.
Is
Jagdbands are 4 having issues.
Still, the howitzer has become an absolute nuisance here. I bet you how many kills is that? Yeah, Vet 3, look at that. 14 kills.
It's just, how do you get to that thing, man?
A lot of it's been hitting vehicles. That was just
They
wiped
don't have any
there.
1-clicks as well. That's the other issue with Thanatos going this commander. They don't have 1-clicks.
Yeah, the other commanders would have had the 1-clicks. Especially Jaeger armor, because he has recon too. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Jagdpanzer. Oh no, don't. He's still probably within sight of the Su-85.
Angered the Su-85
Oh, he
gods.
missed though.
Lucky.
Wow.
Rocky.
I like how he has a focus light on. You want to have that on preemptively so you can disable it to
Disable
chase
it.
down. Keeping his offense alive is going to be really important too. He needs to have the anti-air in this. He's going to die too easily against these Jacksons. So keeping it, far back would be good. And
Okay, Allies are starting to equalize these VPs now as well. 180 for the Allies compared to the 280 of the Axis. Things are getting closer and closer towards even, and they've traded very well against those tanks just then, and their tank destroyers are starting to get veterancy.
yeah, I think the Allies are going to stall this one out.
Yeah,
This
really,
this
just with the
position-
howitzer above anything
Yeah,
else.
the house is just wrecking this. And like, how do you attack into this? You just can't. I think I was going to try.
If only Goliath swum, and then they might be in a good position.
I mean, if
Above the bridge.
maybe his Jagdpanzer can join the fight. I guess that's what he hasn't done. Whoa, did he wipe a squad? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, there's only 2
Squad is
cons
aimed
left.
at the King Tiger.
We lost a gun crew.
He's actually getting some good shots on this KV-1, but the Su-85 is reaming this King Tiger.
So this is a bad trade, because like King Tiger veterancy doesn't matter as much as tank destroyer
Yeah, Su-85.
veterancy. Like Su-85 veterancy much better.
Okay, here's the Jagdpanzer Force, almost Vet 5.
Oh, the Su-85 shooting out on the garrison. KT gets a shot, and the Jagdpanzer. Oh, the King Tiger misses.
Yeah, he went for the engineers, wasn't on prioritized vehicles
Vet
there.
5 Jagdpanzer.
Yeah, but now he's going to have the Jacksons on his flank. And the has an AT on as well. No, it's the Jackson. Okay, maybe he has forced away this this position. They're quite low as well, these vehicles. So let's see. The Jagdpanzer. The problem is his flank, this Jackson flank. Having a Raket in there in position's nice, and it's cloaked around too. Wow, firing at that that howitzer carriage from all the way over here. It's crazy.
Insane.
But now he has to worry about the Su-85 on his flank. That's a problem.
Yeah,
Either
so
way.
a bit of damage. This Jagdpanzer 4 goes down. I think that's the.
Whoa,
Oh, and the P-47. But it
P-47.
focuses the KT.
Could have went for both there. Get another strafe as well. The King Tiger's incredibly low. Needs to try and get out of this radius.
It's almost diveable. The IoT was also on there. I don't get it. He says, nope, I'm out of there.
Okay, I think he's safe now.
Hella hardcore repairs to be doing. The rifleman's trying to keep vision so another strafe
Yeah,
goes out, but it doesn't end up working out. It's a nice try, but it just doesn't work out.
Doesn't have this Panzer headquarters on it.
What?
Wow.
Did it happen? Did it work?
Yeah, it went out.
Must have worked. Friggin', that was well. Look at where the impact crater is. That was well outside of the radius.
Yeah, so this is the radius here.
Yeah, that's pretty BS.
These things are way bugged. They stay for like ages and they go out of their arc all the time.
I'd be pretty triggered if that KT went down.
I think
to be
also you
honest.
can't hold fire that HMG, so the HMG fires at the planes and then it gets vision and the
Yeah.
planes attack the King Tiger. So that's frustrating there for the Axis player.
considering, I hate it when you just micro something perfectly and you just get boned like that. It's just not
Insta
cool.
pull out of the arc.
So that KT was like instantly reverse moving when the strafes went down. So yeah.
Well, he does have sector assault, so they both have their own strafes.
That can help. But it's probably good that our allies have never overcommitted. Like they haven't never like gone, oh yeah, we've got them low, and then like dive 6 tanks in, which is the right move. Like you know, there are mines there, you haven't swept it. There are AT guns. Yeah, and of course you have the counter strafes. Like strafes and these support, supporting units, supporting like off maps are the most beneficial when you are getting dived, because then like they can't avoid it. They can't avoid the strafe because they're in it. You've got the vision. So
oh, Panzer 2, too deep, my friend. There he goes. Man.
When your friend thinks they're indestructible, and it's just
the hero of the people, Panzer 2 is destroyed. The Jackson's always kiting very well. Now it's going to be the Vet 3 SU. Actually,
it's not a good fight.
Oh, that's the sector assault. It doesn't really hit though, and there's going to be a Volks there.
He's going to try and take out the SU-85.
Well, he fasts it. He has a bazooka too. Will he get it?
I think
the
he
Yak
might
Panzer
do.
may finish it off. No, he goes for the KV-1. Oh no! And he gets taken out there by, I don't know what that was, but
Looked like a strafe.
could have been a number of things. Wait, actually, I think it was this AT grenade here.
Could have been
Yeah,
an
it
AT
would have been an AT grenade.
Oh well, SU-85 survives, and that's pretty much game. If the SU-85 gets repaired, so.
Yeah. Sector. Oh wow, they not fixed the bug.
How did they fix that?
Yeah, they mustn't have. It's just bombing your own units.
Maybe they fixed it a little bit. You used to do it really badly, but
That's not really badly. That was his own obers. Yeah, that thing's
no. Yeah, Obers are not the ideal squad for that to happen.
It goes. It's at least change the tooltip. After a period of time, 2 planes will automatically suppress and bombard friendly and enemy units in the target destination. Lol, lol, lol. Yeah, that's a hardcore bug. It always hits your own units. See that? It went for his grenadiers.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's
I
over
did
now,
report this bug as well to them. It wasn't fixed, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's frustrating.
It's very annoying. You shouldn't have to deal with that nonsense. Nonsense.
Tomfoolery.
The Axis keep throwing away the tanks. The Jacksons don't have time to repair.
Oh, wow. Caddy out of... Whoa. Man.
Was that caddy creeping barrage?
I don't know what it was. It must have been with the Jackson though, surely. 0 kills.
We're on the caddy.
14 kills.
14 kills.
13. How does a Jackson get 13 infantry kills?
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
insane.
It's nuts.
But yeah, this caddy though has been doing pretty nuts. It's got 2 V. Maybe it was the creeping barrage. Yeah, it must have been.
But like, and then it looked like the caddy also fired, so I don't think it was. Like,
So the Panzer II was destroyed by the Jackson, and that's the one vehicle. So it must be
Right.
this caddy that killed
it
it.
must have been the caddy, yeah. But it looked like that. You saw the
Veteran
the
sea
line.
detectives.
Alright, that's GG.
Dude, we should make that. It's like a new internet series. We investigate replays to see what killed what.
What killed what?
That game was
The
man.
General's Gentlemen kill count detectives or something
Yeah.
like that. So, yeah.
That game was crazy. It's sort of just your average Tuesday team game, like
Yeah.
skill strafe, skill strafe, skill strafe, skill
Skill
strafe.
strafe. Everyone's got skill strafe. Everyone's got like tank strafe.
This one's like seppuku strafe, because it just kills your own stuff all the time.
Man.
Yeah, a fun game. I don't know,
Yeah, it
man.
was enjoyable. I mean, there was a bit of stuff going on. Not the worst game I've seen at some point. Like, I'll be honest, like that wasn't the worst game I've ever seen. There's been ones that are a lot more cancerous than that. So, not the worst thing in the world, but it's just there's no way. The fact that the Axis could never really commit to the south side and kill the caddy and the howitzer were a pretty big problem. Like, the caddy and the howitzer just there was just no threat to them because there's demos and mines and squads. Like, they're never gonna go down. Like, in reality, they're never actually gonna go down.
Yeah, the Lightning War was a bad choice.
It was a bad
Had he
choice,
gone
yeah.
another commander, he would have had one of those bombing runs and could have taken out the howitzer. But the caddy was just as much as a problem here.
Yeah.
23 kills. The caddy probably got more than
It's
that.
well protected
28
as well.
kills.
Look, there's Soviet mines around it as well. Like, there's a Soviet mine there,
Yeah.
and there
Yeah.
and there. So
It's a
like,
lot
it's
of
like
mines.
I bet there's one. Yeah, it was not one there, but all the tank routes were actually covered by Soviet mines. So there's a pretty good chance it was well defended. That was smart. Really good build. The howitzer was certainly the way to go. I'm glad they fixed howitzers. It's a pretty big pretty big quality of life adjustment, I think, for the entire game of Company of Heroes, because houses were just useless before. Now they're actually viable. They're buildable at least. So,
Possibly 400's too cheap. Yeah,
Possibly.
420, 450 probably would have been a better figure. I think 400 is too cheap, but yeah, better than 600 manpower. That was just too much. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time. If you do want to support us on Patreon, then you can do so. The link is below in the description for that. And follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Keep up with all of our stuff. And I don't know about you, but I'm going to make sure I veto this map.
Yep. Bro, there's never enough vetoes.
Yeah, I mean, some people love this map, but like the arty fests, I don't enjoy arty fests.
Not at all.
Arty
No.
fests.
Give me
I like flanks personally. I'm a fan of flanks.
What's our favorite 2v2 map?
Well, is it Viano?
Yeah, it's good. But
And
what
then
about
Moscow? But that,
Moscow outskirts? Yeah.
my favorite one is that grassy one. I think it's Viano.
Right.
It's like, you know that one I'm talking about. We always play it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.